Ecosystem Alliance is a global program working in 16 countries. In Kenya particularly, we work in the Tana Delta, and we work in a consortium of 4 partners led by Wetlands International. The other 3 partners are Environmental Liaison Centre International, Wild Living Resources and Nature Kenya. And we focus on the Tana Delta because it's an area of really extreme beauty, a lot of biodiversity, very endangered species, and it is also an area which is under threat, which we really need to protect and conserve. So in terms of the partners, Environmental Liaison Centre was focusing in working with the local community groups, and also it has put together a Delta Cooperative Society through which they have implemented a bio-enterprise, particularly focusing on prawns. They also focused on climate change adaptations.
So this is a delta, it's a wetland. We are teaching the people to be able to live sustainably within that wetland. They depend on it, you cannot chase them away from it. So we introduce what we call sustainable ways of maybe using different resources within the wetland. Then us wetlands come in by looking more, number one, at the community level, working with the communities to be able to conserve the mangroves. We introduce various enterprises. For example, beekeeping within the mangroves. So the people will not pull down the mangroves because they are able to get honey out of the mangroves because of the beehives that they put within the mangroves.
Nafaidika kwa kikundi, kama tuseme kwa mfano, leo ni siku ya kuenda kupanda mikoko, ama ni siku ya kuenda kufanya research huko kwenye mikoko. Project kama mimi imeninua kwa sababu mambo mengi ilikuwa sijui. Nimekwenda kwa masomo, alafu na mimi nikisha kuelimika, nikitoka huku naenda kufunza na wenzangu, mjue kuna hivi na hivi na hivi, ili nao tuwe mstari mmoja.
Manguruvu ndio kizazi chetu, manguruvu ndio sukuli yetu, manguruvu ndio chakula chetu, lakini sasa nataka tufanye hifadhi kubwa. Ni lazima tukae chini, tuifikirie manguruvu, tuhifadhi manguruvu.
Wild Living Resources has organized and has had several trainings with the communities in the Tana Delta region, mainly 2 groups, the Manufaa Women Group and the Witu Farmers Forest Association. And the trainings are focused on the eco-charcoal production process, the supply chain development process, as well as the CBO business work plan.
Nature Kenya had a very big focus on developing a strategic environmental assessment and the land use plan for the entire Tana River Basin.
We have a lot coming up. In the Tana, we had started doing an evaluation of ecosystems. So we can use all the evidence we've generated over the past years to now go on into the next phase starting 2016.
But we hope to continue this work with the local communities, with future donors, so that the impact can be seen at a bigger scale. And we also hope to, in the future, to upscale what we have currently been doing in terms of livelihood programs, in terms of sustainability in the area, and in terms of the implementation of the various documents that we have come up with, for example, the land use plan, the strategic environmental assessment, the national wetlands policy, and also more localized documents, for example, the mangrove conservation and management strategy that we also played a role in. So all these we look to upscale and implement further so that the impacts can be seen at a greater scale than they do right now.